Welcome to Caracomp Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
There's a scene in a recent comedy series where a man shakes hands with Bill Clinton, and Clinton isn't really there. The footage is convincing enough that audiences couldn't tell it was fake. What they were watching wasn't a clever bit of makeup. It was the actor Seth MacFarlane, computationally rebuilt into someone else entirely. If you've ever watched a video and thought, well, that obviously looks real, this one's for you. Because the team behind this didn't fool you with a single trick. They fooled you with layers. And the scary part isn't that it's fake. It's how much work it took to make it undetectable to the human eye. If a Hollywood crew with millions of dollars learned that the naked eye can't be trusted, that should change how the rest of us watch video too. So how do you take one person's face and seamlessly replace it with another's? Let's start with why the easy way failed. The first instinct was makeup and prosthetics. Glue some latex on, reshape the face. But MacFarlane and Clinton have very different head shapes. When the underlying bone structure doesn't match, no amount of rubber fixes it. According to the visual effects team, every traditional attempt just looked terrifying. That's the first lesson. Surface similarity isn't enough. The structure underneath has to be right. So they turned to AI, and here's where the layers begin. The crew filmed MacFarlane's performance with a special 6-camera rig. Not one camera, 6, all capturing his face from different angles at once. Why 6? Because face replacement needs far more visual data than normal filming. One pipeline records his muscle movements, every twitch, every expression. A separate pipeline builds a high-resolution 3D model of the target face. Then those two worlds get fused together, frame by frame. Now imagine restoring a damaged oil painting. You can't just paint a new face on top. You have to match the brushstrokes underneath, blend the edges, and copy the surrounding light, or your eye catches the seam instantly. Synthetic video works the same way. And the seams are brutal. When you swap a face frame by frame, the software compares the boundary of the original against the replacement. Say the original mouth is open, but the new face has it closed. Now there's leftover bits of the old face peeking through, and the system has to paint over the gaps. A single frame might look perfect, but video runs at 24 to 30 frames every second. Keeping it flawless across all of them is exponentially harder. For the rest of us, that means the convincing clip you saw wasn't luck. It was dozens of invisible corrections you never noticed. And it isn't cheap. This kind of layered work runs between $8 and $10 million per episode. That's the real price of making fake look real. Now, most of us think we can spot a deepfake. We learn to check the eyes, the mouth, the skin. And that made sense. Early fakes failed at exactly those details. But that's the trap. The real challenge was never fooling the eye. It was holding the geometry, the timing, and the performance together across every single frame. So here's the shift. If a video can fool a multi-million-dollar crew of specialists, it will absolutely fool you glancing at your phone. It looks real to me was never proof. It was always a guess. Let me leave you with 3 simple ideas. Convincing fake video isn't one trick. It's many layers stacked together. Makeup failed because it copied the surface, not the structure underneath. And if a face can be rebuilt this perfectly, your own eyes can't be your verification tool anymore. Whether you investigate evidence for a living or just scroll through clips at night, the rules of what's real just changed. The full breakdown's in the show notes if you want to see how they pulled it off.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, Caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.